Joseph Sterner III was pronounced dead 4 times. Twice as a POW in the Pacific Theater during World War II, once in his early 60s, and then once for real. Despite those 2 initial reports, Sterner survived World War II, returned home, got married, and raised 5 children. Unfortunately, stresses associated with his war experience took their toll, and Joseph separated from his family. Then in 1986, his truck was found abandoned in Pittsburgh, and he was presumed dead. There was an extensive search and a long investigation, and then finally, Sterner was declared legally dead. But 10 years later, the 72-year-old Sterner contacted the family lawyer looking for his vital records. He wanted to get medical benefits from the Veterans Administration. It was the same lawyer who had filed the death petition on behalf of his family. Odd, isn't it? Being presumed dead. Jesus Christ was not presumed dead. He was dead. And then there he was again, alive, talking, eating, drinking, teaching his baffled, befuddled, dumbstruck disciples. One modern skeptic claimed Jesus had only swooned on the cross, but later revived in the coolness of the tomb. I wonder if that skeptic considered the report from John 9:39 that Joseph of Arimathea and Nicodemus wrapped Jesus' body, and I quote, in a mixture of aloes and myrrh, about 75 pounds. I don't think being wrapped in 34 kilograms of spices would aid in reviving someone who was comatose. Besides, the people doing the wrapping should have noticed. Then there are those who admit that Christ really died, but totally deny his resurrection. It was merely a hoax perpetrated by his followers, they say. If that were the case, it would have been audacious for the Apostle Paul to write that Jesus appeared to more than 500 of the brothers and sisters at the same time. And then he adds, most of whom are still living. At the time Paul was writing this was an open invitation for his readers to investigate the claim for themselves, which they could have done with living eyewitnesses. Jesus was really dead, and now he is gloriously, really alive. Read the rest of 1 Corinthians 15, and you'll find out that our entire faith as Christians pivots on that one truth. One of the great promises of the resurrection is that since death could not defeat our Savior, it won't be able to defeat us either. Now there's certainty and power for living.